NEC Nachee Miller opened the business session for the MidWinter Conference at 1:30 p.m.
Now officially open our business session. Primary purpose of the business session is to receive department reports, receive service officer reports, receive financial report, select department primary and alternate delegates, and approve our previous minutes from our last meeting. We're actually going to postpone that because we don't have those minutes available. Don't know if they will go to send out to you. I need to verify with our secretary who's not here. Those went out from our last meeting that was at the National Convention. We'd like to start by receiving department reports.
District.
Who's going to be first?
District.
Department of Virginia.
District of Columbia, Maryland, Puerto Rico, Virginia, West Virginia.
Thank you, Secretary.
It shows it on your agenda.
That's what he got you for, remember?
Department of District of Columbia.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I know, right?
Hello. Let me see the mic. All right, this is Columbia. I'm Commander of Western Wing. I have my reports from August all the way till now. I'm basically going to just do it for now. I don't want to go that far back. As far as the treasury report, my balance is 23,265.83 as of right now. My new balance is 19,384.56. All right. DC department has been involved in a lot of different activities this year. I'll start with September. We helped clean up the American Veterans Disabled American Memorial, which is also located in Southwest. We went down and cleaned up the glass walls and shields, got everything ready for the 10th anniversary for the veterans. We also attended that. We also had the drill team there. You saw my drill team. They performed. October the 6th, we had a breast cancer awareness dinner dance. We had a very good turnout with that. October the 12th, we went and helped out the VFW in Maryland. They had a cancer event, and I was part of their cancer event also, the VFW in Maryland, which is over by Andrew Upper's place. Everybody knows about DC in Maryland. October 27th, I hosted Female Veterans Memorial. Miss Connie Gilbert veterans from Maryland. She was 92 years old. She passed. Only family she had was a daughter. So I threw a memorial at my building 807 Main Avenue for her. That was really nice. It was beautiful. I have pictures and everything. I'll let you see them if you want to see them. They're in my phone. November 1st, I visited the sick and disabled at the VA hospital and at some of their homes. Some members that I was told they couldn't come out. I went to visit them. They were so glad to see me. So, that was beautiful too. On November the 11th, I did like 3 different things on November the 11th for Veterans Day. One, I was in the parade. And, let me see, I'm trying to remember where it was. It was in St. Mary's County. Excuse me, my mind freezes a little bit. Lexington Park, Leonardtown, that's what it was, Leonardtown. I was in the Leonardtown parade. Had a good time. I was recognized. I got an award from Leonardtown. Thank you for coming down and supporting the VAB and the Women's Veterans Association. November 23rd, I was awarded Veterans Pin for being on veteran at the First Baptist Church of Fort Washington. They gave me a pin and a commemorative certificate. I didn't bring it with me, but the pin right in front of the whole congregation. November the 26th, I visited it's called the Fendel Heights Veterans Home for Veterans, Family, and Children. It's also located in Southeast Washington. And ate dinner with them and had a nice little Thanksgiving with the children. Also, we provided coats and hats and gloves for the children. November 28th, I helped with the homeless feeding at the VFW in Southeast for homeless veterans and their families at the VFW in Kenilworth Avenue. December 12th, we had what is called our Veterans Affairs Veterans Clinic, which was yesterday. We had our Veterans Clinic, and we had a good turnout on the clinic. The total, the others that we sold was 21. We did 10 claims, and we filed 94. So we had a total of 94 claims filed yesterday. The VAB and the VA from downtown, everybody's been 11th Street, 11th I, that's who they're under me. So we did a good job yesterday. So if you have any questions, you can see some pictures. I have plenty of pictures at the back of everything I told you. Other than that, that's my report.
Very good. Thank you. Department of Maryland.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I am Joan Sabri. I'm the Senior Vice Commander for the Department of Maryland DOD. I am pleased to give you the report on behalf of Commander Barnes today. The report is divided into 3 parts: activity report, transportation, hours, our outreach programs, and our events. First part of the report, This year, we have driven over 5,949 miles.
Okay.
Hours, 837. Veterans transported, 232. For this calendar year, we're still trying to beat Virginia. So far, we have 34,419 volunteer, also known as LVAPs. For the National Emergency Relief Program, we have donated $5,000. NEC District, $750. I have to check for you right here. And member incentive, we have distributed $665. Charitable donations, $5,750. Outreach programs. We did participate in the Maryland State Fair this year from August 22nd to September 8th, 2024. Gave out over $2,000 in raffle prizes. We had a bus tour to Atlantic City, sponsored by our Chapter 1 in August, actually August 24th. That was open to everyone, not just AV members. We had an outreach claims clinic in Duldac on October 19th, 2024. Another outreach program in Rockville on September 21st, 2024. Outreach claims clinic. We actually had over 125 people that came to the claims clinic, October 26th, 2024. At the University of Towson, we had an outreach program on October 9th, 2024. We collaborated with the following groups to reach out to more veterans. This is our community outreach support. We have communicated and participated with the Maryland Veterans Center, MACVETS, also known as Maryland Center for Veterans Education and Training, the Shepherd Pratt Veterans Services Program, Maryland Department of Labor, the Baltimore Station. We served lunch and dinner for homeless veterans on November 21st and December 13th. We have held the following events. This is in addition to our claims clinic. Department of Maryland annual picnic was held on August 17th, 2024, open to all veterans. We had quite a few veterans there for our picnic. We had our state convention, 81st State Convention in Ocean City last May. And this May, our convention will be held May 11th through May 16th, 2025. That's May 11th, May 16th, 2025, at the Grand Hotel in Ocean City. We changed that to Princess Royale.
The next week.
Okay.
It's the next week after Mother's Day week.
Okay, so we'll send that out. We didn't change it. We had, we participated in the Maryland Veterans Parade in La Plata. We also, we didn't list this year, but we also participated in the Baltimore City Parade. I remember that because I spent most of my time waving like the Queen of England. It was great. We had a Chapter 13 holiday party open to everyone. That was December 9th. We have our Maryland holiday party tonight. That's gonna be huge. And I'm going to go flyers today for our holiday party on Tuesday, Chapter 36. We're gonna have live entertainment. Gonna have singers, lots of musicians. So that is gonna be huge. We almost at capacity. So like I said, I'm looking for flyers today. I'm hoping everyone can make it. That's in the JC Community Center in Waldorf. Formal wear from me. Thank you so much. So that concludes our activity report, and now I have our NSO report. I am pleased to let you know that our NSO in Baltimore, we currently have 2 full-time managers. We have 1 support staff and 2 apprentices, 2 people that are training to be NSOs. We have 58 CSO certified individuals. So 58 certified CSOs. We have completed 20 informational seminars, claims clinic, and outreach programs in all. Finally, we had a makeup CSO 1 level training on November 12th. And all commanders were invited to add a CSO for training using the Chapter Service Officer Nomination Form. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for listening, and that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you.
No report from Puerto Rico unless you have one.
Department of Puerto Rico is excused. However, I do have a report that I will share. From the Department of Puerto Rico. Following information provided from the Department of Puerto Rico. LVAP, Local Veterans Assistance Program. As of November 2024, total hours reported, 24,776.5 hours. The following trainings were conducted. Management Advocate Training, Treasurer Training, and Annual Financial Report Training. Membership. As of November 10, 2024, membership stands as follows. Total Part Life members, 412. Total Full Life members, 9,052. Total paid members, 9,464. Which is the total members of 9,464. The goal for membership was 9,513. They're currently at 99.48%. Transportation, Puerto Rico does not have a transportation program. Activities, special events. They have conducted 5 information seminars where there were 345 veterans and family members that participated. The dates were as follows. June 7th, 2024, 66 veterans. June 12th, 75 veterans. October 4th, 64 veterans. October 11th, 50 veterans. October the 24th, so there was a 2-day event for a total of 120 veterans that participated. They also attended in July 13th this year, the Wounded Warrior Project Expo, as well as the Military Appreciation Night at Golden Corral. And now the NSO Supervisor Report. NSO CSO Report from 1 January 2024 to 12/3/2024. CSO claims submitted, 516. VA files reviewed, 9,178. Email responses, 203. Power of attorney, September 5. Print, 71. Direct mail uploads, 782. Interviews. In-person interviews, 866. Phone interviews, 1,660. And 4 over video. Rating board appearances. Formal appearances, 45. Informal, 3,717. Notice of disagreements, 2. Appellate briefs, 88. Appellate brief hearings, 5. New claims, September, SEP, is the acronym SEP? I'm assuming that's the name. 57. Print, 20. Direct mail upload, 1,513. New conditions applied for. New service connection, 2,233. Increased compensation, 193. Notice of deaths, 11. For a total office activities of 20,671 activities. Signed, Jose W. Cruz, Department Commander, Puerto Rico.
All right.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rich Layden, the Commander of the Department of Virginia. So here's the briefing from 1 July through the end of November, unless the dates are otherwise. Let's start off with membership. We've had a very good membership year thus far. We started off with an initial goal of 1,217 members needed to meet our goal. It's now down to 763, which means we've recruited thus far this year 454 members. That brings our total membership right now to 29,544. Our membership committee has been very busy attending regional events, hosting regional events, and also having monthly Zoom calls with the chapters to share ideas. LVEP, we've also had a very successful year thus far. This is from July 1st through the end of October. We've reported 58,346 hours, so getting close. We're getting close, okay? And also an additional 10,229 hours for the auxiliary, for a total of 68,575 hours. And the good news is right now 17 of our 34 chapters are reporting consistently, and we have folks who are working with those chapters who are not reporting right now or not reporting consistently to get them on board. We want to count as many hours as we can. We also have some active transportation programs. We actually have 4 VAMCs in Virginia, and 2 of them are reporting thus far. So as of from July 1st through October 31st again, 179 veterans assisted, 702 hours served, and for a total mileage of 6,889 miles driven. So 2 very active programs. Salem is not reporting yet. We're going to work on getting them on board. In Richmond, as you heard our VA representative talking about, there's no transportation program in Richmond right now, but we're working on that. Training. So training, we conducted training at our fall conference, and that focused on our service committees and volunteer opportunities in Virginia. In our spring conference that will be coming up in March, we'll focus on legislative updates and resolution writing. Our National Service Office wasn't able to provide numbers for us as of today because they were busy. Just a couple of days ago, they hosted a level 1 certification online. So we have many people doing that. And we've held several NSO briefs this year throughout the state, so they've been very active. And I will make certain I get the numbers, the updated numbers for you. Other accomplishments, just real quick. There's this one here, it's hard to read. It says LVAP Award. Wait, no, I'm sorry, this is the 11th year that we've won the LVAP. If you go to our Facebook page, that main picture, it's littered with LVAP awards. So continue to do the good work.
That was good. It's hard to read.
Yeah. So we also won the Outstanding Performance for Advocacy for Division 1 as well. So great job there. And we also continue our tradition. We sponsored the National Disabled Veterans Golf Clinic. PDC and National Second Junior Vice Commander Cynthia Madison and I were fortunate enough to be able to go out there and perform duties as golf buddies, which is, it sounds like fun, but it was actually hard work, so, but very rewarding as well. So would be happy to go back again. And we're also gonna sponsor the upcoming Winter Sports Clinic, and Cynthia and I will be going to that as well in late March. And Lisa as well. Good job, we can get you in there, we'll give you a book golf buddy too.
I've been there many times.
That's coming up late March, early April. Also, one last thing here. Our DAV 5K team, the Department of Virginia Movers and Shakers, sponsored by Cynthia Madison as well, had 23 active participants this year and raised nearly $7,500. So happy to participate.
That's good.
So that sums up my report. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You guys didn't clap for me.
Right. Department of West Virginia.
New glasses, everybody. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so good afternoon. I know the time of this now. Thank you for your time here. The report for the Department of West Virginia. This year was an amazing year for West Virginia. As far as the driving program, we have driven 507,244 miles for 327 volunteer hours, helping 15,077 veterans to their appointments. With that, the Department of West Virginia DAV driving program has saved our VAMCs a total of $601,194. And this report is for November 1 of 23 to November 1 of 24. So we have that, and then we continue to receive the grant from the state of West Virginia, and recently worked out to secure a raise for our HSCs to increase their pay by almost $2,000 a year. We also purchased 4 new Ford Explorers to distribute to our 4 VAMC facilities. And then as far as our legislation for the state department commander has recently established a vital committee for women veterans in West Virginia. The first Department of West Virginia Women's Veterans Committee that has grown tremendously, led by Chairperson Kimberly Shatney. The Cabinet Secretary Diaz for West Virginia Veterans Assistant have been tasked by Governor Justice to appoint a chairperson for the state's newly formed Women's Veterans Committee. Mr. Diaz appointed former POW Army veteran Jessica Lynch as the chairperson to lead the state of West Virginia's Veteran Committee. To add, Ms. Lynch was recruited by Commander Greathouse and is now a DAV lifetime member. Our department's Women's Veterans Committee partnering with the state of West Virginia Women's Veterans Committee has been groundbreaking for our women veterans in our state. More outstanding news to report with LVAP. Hey, we're going to catch in on you there, Department of Virginia. More outstanding news to report. The previous year, total LVAP hours logged was 2,248 hours. And then this year's LVAP hours logged was 19,692, a difference of 17,444 hours.
It's great.
Under Department Commander Greathouse's leadership, our department has went through a much needed change, starting with establishing our department's Women's Veteran Committee, then moved headquarters locations and saved our department an amount of $7,200 per year, and has tirelessly promoted DAV's National Scholarship Program. Also, our department had boots on ground in the affected area in Kanawha County, West Virginia, and the state capital, hit by a devastating flood, where we were able to help out veterans affected by providing $10,000 in disaster relief funds within 2 days. Our department continues our partnership as well with the Mountaineer Food Bank to help provide food boxes for our veterans in need throughout the year in our entire state. This year, Mountaineer Food Bank will be supporting our DAV logo on the delivery trucks as well, so we're really excited about that partnership. Okay, our department was also able to put together a ride-along with the Clarksburg VMC for recruitment for the DAV volunteer drivers, which everybody knows we are in need of those. So the exposure from just that ride-along created 60 people interested in volunteering within 1 week. They call it the VA hospital. So with that being said, I went ahead and spoke to 2 other VAs in our system, because we have 4 in our state. So right now, after the new year, with the success of that outreach, we have 2 DAV ride-alongs scheduled with local news outlets, along with the Beckley VAMC and the Herschel Woody Williams VAC after the first of the year. And then we'll go to, with our department NSOs and CSOs, we have 30 CSOs that are certified, 22 are active, which we understand what that is. And they all have worked together and have worked tirelessly across our state of West Virginia to keep the promise to our veterans in need. Our state has 2 of the best NSOs at the helm, Alan Pritchard as the supervisor and Thomas Parks as an NSO as well in the office. These gentlemen have worked tirelessly, not only in the office, but on site in numerous outreaches throughout our entire state, alongside with our dedicated CSOs. And then I attached Department Service Officer report, but I'll go ahead and read that since everybody else did. Okay, so this is from Alan Pritchard. I just got this 2 to 3 days ago again. So let's see, the Huntington, West Virginia DAV National Service Officer report. They have completed 25,731 files reviewed, email responses 5,834, direct mail uploads 1,404, in-person interviews 2,330, phone interviews 2,671, rating board appearances 8,842, notice of disagreements 4, appealants briefs 109, SCP claims 422, conditions applied 4, new service connections 5,383, increased service connections 926, secondary conditions 54, and this is a total of 50,602. The office is staffed with 1 NSO supervisor, Alan Pritchard, and 1 associate NSO, Thomas Parks, and 1 support staff, and that is all. So thank you, sincerely, Alan Pritchard, and that concludes my department's report, sir.
Thank you. Okay. I don't have a gavel, but please stand. For folks that don't know what's going on up here, we have committees that we serve on at the National Convention, and that's split among the 5 departments within our district. So because there are 5 of us, we developed a system of selecting who gets on what committee or serves on what committee by drawing a position for your state. So that was the fairest way that we came up with, so that one state doesn't always get, whatever they want. So it's done randomly, basically. That's what's going on up here right now. There are 7 committees to serve on during National Convention, and you will hear about what they are in a moment. But that's what we're doing right now. We're drawing to see who's going to serve on what department serve what committee.
I have a question. If someone is already on a member that has been selected by the national commander to be on that committee, my recommendation is they need to be that primary, and I'll use this as an example. The 1 year I was on the VAVS committee, and the chairperson of that committee was out of Florida. Her department did not select her as a primary or an alternate. She could not sit at the table. And when you're on that committee, you need to be able to sit at the table.
Well, okay, this comes up every year. Okay, last year the way that John Pastor dealt with it, it was handled by a sidebar, and I think we should do it by a sidebar in order to keep it fair. And it's up between you and that department. One department to another, if they wanna trade off or do whatever they wanna do. But let's do it as a sidebar. That way, we continue to do what we do up here in the fairest manner possible. But each department has the liberty, if they so will, to switch and do whatever they want to do to make it more accommodating.
That's all.
Let's do it that way, and you're very welcome to change or do whatever you wanna do amongst departments.
Okay.
How about that?
All right. Y'all agree with that?
Okay, I'm gonna read the names of the committees, and then what we do, for round one, we'll, choose, because with, 5 people, there are gonna be someone who's gonna get 2 selections in, round one. Okay, first committee is Credentials Committee. Second will be General Resolutions and Membership. Third will be Legislation and Veterans Rights. Third will be Constitution and Bylaws. And the next will be Employment, and there will be hospital and voluntary services. And the last committee is nomination of national officers, where whoever's on that committee, primary, alternate, you get to sit in there and vote on who's gonna be the next national committee. So, what I do is, I have 7 slips in my hat. Once you pull out one, then what we'll do is, I'll try to see if I can do 2 things at once. Put down, or someone can record who's getting what as a primary, who's getting something as an alternate, okay?
Oscar, so are these primary or are these alternate?
This is gonna be, just the selection of what department gets it. They will select, their primary and alternate person. We don't do that.
No, no,
you draw-
that's
You
wrong.
draw for primary, you draw for alternate as well.
You draw for both.
Okay, well, I got 2 draw slips, so. This will be for primary. You got-
These-
So primary's in there, you got another set?
Yeah, I
Okay,
got enough
Yep.
set.
all right, all right.
Creden- Which one?
So,
Hold
I
on.
have,
Who's
somebody's
first?
gonna record this.
Yeah.
Department of Puerto Rico, Hospital and Voluntary Service. Guess that's primary, right?
Yep.
Puerto Rico is first.
He said he got 7 slips. I'm gonna be on my slips.
This
Hold on.
17, I got 7 more.
Wait. We're doing it in order.
We're doing it in order. Number 1, number 2, number 3, 4,
Just
5.
wait, just
Hold on.
wait to number 2 now.
Okay.
Number 2
District
is
of Columbia,
DC,
employment.
Okay.
employment. 3 is West Virginia.
General resolutions and membership.
Okay.
West Virginia.
Maryland is 4.
Credentials Committee.
Virginia is 5.
Virginia nominations.
All right.
Okay.
So, you got, okay, so it goes back.
Hold on,
Yep.
hold on. They're going back.
Here, back to
It goes back to 1 and 2.
Goes back to
You go back to
1.
one and two.
Go back to 1.
1 and 2.
Okay, legislative and veteran rights,
It's Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
And then
District of Columbia, Constitution and bylaws.
We'll take it.
What was that?
We'll keep it.
hold on. Now you do your alternates.
These are all,
Under alternates,
stay in the same order?
yep.
Yep, stay the same one.
So West Virginia,
Oh,
No.
Puerto Rico first.
Same order.
no.
No, no.
Wait a minute, let me ask you something.
Hold on.
We start with 3.
I'm sort of missing,
Oh,
Hold on.
I'm sort of missing something.
what?
In the first round, it should have been, 1 on the first 5, and I got 7 committees, and I got, let me see here, Maryland credentials on the first round. West Virginia, general resolution and membership. Who did legislation and veterans rights?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Okay, missed that. And then Constitution and bylaws.
District of Columbia.
DC.
Okay.
So now it goes.
Employment, was DC as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Hospital and voluntary service, Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Nomination of national officers was the Virginia.
Yes.
Okay, let's go round two.
Round two,
Start-
start with three,
Number three.
Start at number 3.
West Virginia,
This alternate.
alternate,
See which one is better. Employment.
Employment for West Virginia, okay?
Maryland was next.
Maryland, resolution and membership.
Okay, and Virginia,
Virginia nominations again?
you gotta put it back in the hat.
Put it back in.
Can't be having the same stuff.
Sorry, I got two. Hospitality.
Hospitality.
Yep.
There's no
Hospital and.
Hospital.
Hospitality.
That's five, and then back to me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nomination of national officers.
Okay, let me get the
Alternate.
That's Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
What you got this time?
District of Columbia, you ready?
Yep.
District of Columbia, legislative and veterans' rights.
Okay.
West Virginia, Constitution and bylaws.
And Maryland got good. Oh, wait a minute, you can't be twice.
I got it twice.
What you got?
Credentials.
Yeah, Maryland will have to swap with someone,
Yeah.
unless, no one wants to swap.
Alternate, we need to swap with. What you got for alternate, not the primary?
The alternate was the
Alderman
second.
is ready.
This one,
Yes.
legislative, okay, there you go.
Okay, tell me again now,
DC.
credentials is gonna be DC
DC.
as alternate, okay, and, Maryland is gonna be,
Legislative and veterans' rights for alternate.
okay, let's see. Okay, we have the selections up, man. If you'd like me to go over them again, I can do it for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, comrades, for the convention committees, and that's gonna be held in, Las Vegas, during the week of, 9th through 12th of August. This is as follows for NEC District 6. Credentials Committee, primary, Maryland, alternate, DC. General resolutions and membership, primary, West Virginia, alternate, Maryland. Legislation and veterans' rights, primary, Puerto Rico, alternate, Maryland. Constitution and bylaws, primary, DC, alternate, West Virginia. Employment, primary, DC, alternate, West Virginia. Hospital and voluntary service, primary, Puerto Rico, alternate, Virginia, regular Virginia, sorry. Nomination of national officers, primary, Virginia, alternate, Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, are there any questions? Okay, so commanders, it is your responsibility to take this back to your departments and designate who's gonna serve on that committee, ensuring that those individuals are going to attend the convention. They must be there as a registered member, so once you give an assignment to them, ensure they understand that they need to register as soon as they hit the ground at the national convention. Because on Friday at 1 o'clock, which is normally the time that we have our meeting, they need to already be registered when they show up at that meeting.
At 1 o'clock.
Right. On Friday. Any questions about that? So your responsibility is to get the names, and make sure, number two, to make sure those people are there. Because if they're not, then you have to put somebody else on. All right. there any unfinished business? Move along at light speed here. Any new business? Being none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Or recess, I should say, until our banquet this evening.
DC make the motion to adjourn.
Department of West Virginia, second.
It's been properly moved and second that we adjourn or recess this meeting until our gathering this evening at 6 o'clock, 1800 for you military types. It's gonna be the same. Where's it gonna be? That's a good question.
No treasure.
Oh, man, I'm stepping ahead. Let me give you our NEC treasurer, or let our treasurer give you this, our report of our finances. For the month. And that's also, thank you, John. Thanks for keeping me straight.
I move we open back up. Yeah, we move we back up.
Yeah.
We're back over.
Table that motion.
We're passing out the report.
She's here to say the same thing.
Everyone should have the report by now. Our beginning bank
Can we
balance
have your attention, please?
as of July 31st was $13,521.90. That was transferred from the previous treasurer to myself. We had deposits of $500, which was a donation from from the Department of DC. The money is currently being kept at Navy Federal Credit Union, so we're receiving interest on that money. And then the registration that we received as of the 10th so far was $1,125. We still have additional funds that needs to be deposited. People are still registering this week. And also we still have to settle up paying the hotel. So that amount. But so far in the bank, we have $15,147.31. That completes my report.
Any questions? Thank you. So, other part I missed, this is the time or opportunity for departments, if they so please, to make a donation to the NEC, District 6. Are there any donations at this time? Department of Maryland?
The Department of Maryland would like to donate to the NEC $750.
All right.
Lisa Gregory, Department of Virginia Adjutant and past Department Commander, pledged $1,000 to be donated at a later date to the NEC until the evening banquet.